Hello, Colin. How are you?
It is such a treat to talk with you. I'm doing just fine, thank you.
Thank you.
How's life treating you these days?
Life is treating me great. It really is.
Good to hear. Now, you're calling from warm San Diego. Is that where you're living these days?
San Diego. It was 80 here yesterday. I don't know
wow.
what it is today.
I'm jealous.
But the sun is out and it's gorgeous. Yeah.
Where do you call home these days, Patty?
Well, it's here in San Diego.
Oh,
This is where we vote.
You didn't get involved in any of those forest fires in those hills, did you?
Yeah, no.
No, that
We
wasn't.
were evacuated the last one, but didn't really get that close to it.
Patty, congratulations on a remarkable career. How does a female in a male-dominated business, especially back in the 50s, how did you make such an impact?
Well, I just was there. I didn't try to do it. I just was there when the right songs came along, and I was Mercury signed me at the right time, I guess. Although when we look back on it, we say, why didn't they do this, or why didn't they do that, or why didn't I do this or that? But we all go through that, I think.
How did your singing career actually get started? You started off singing first, right?
Yes, I did. I was in Tulsa, my home, and I got a job on a local radio station. And when I went up to went there for a summer job, and the dean of girls in school, in my high school, gave me the names to go see because I wanted to be an artist. And I went up to get a job in the art department at the radio station. I don't, to this day, know what an art department does in a radio station, but you could tell me more. But while I was there, the program director recognized me from having heard me sing in an assembly in our school. And he said, "Aren't you the little girl that sang at Daniel Webster High? Da-da-da." And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Did you come here for an audition or something?" And I said, "No, I came here to apply for a job in your art department here." He said, "Oh, my goodness. Well, when you're finished, why don't you go down to our studio floor and put something on an acetate? And if we ever have an occasion to need a singer, we might call you." He said, "I was very impressed with hearing you." I said, "That's nice." And so that's how it happened. About a month later, I think it was, they called, and they had a variety show starting, and they asked me to come in and audition for it. And I did, and after I got that show, I used my real name, Clara Ann Fowler, on that show. I mean, they used my real name. I never changed it. But they said to me, the Patti Page was leaving, and they had a show called Meet Patti Page, sponsored by the Page Mail Company, and they asked me if I would come and audition for that, and I said yes, and I got the job. So I had it my last 3 years of high school and 1 year after.
Well, that's amazing how something like that will fall into a person's lap, and interesting how you got the name from, I guess, a milk sponsor.
Yes, that's right. So when I left, I asked the sponsor if I could take the name with me, and they said, "You sure can. We won't have another one after you." And so they didn't have another Patti Page, but they hired my little sister, whose name was Peggy, and they called her Peggy Page.
You're lucky your sponsor wasn't Red Rooster Flour.
Yes, you're right.
Oh.
I've been very proud of the name since then, too.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you have left your mark. You have left your name right around the world, and I'm just going over your accomplishments here, and it's just staggering. I can't hit them all because there's just too many. 111 hits, 15 gold records, 4 gold albums. It never ends. One of the first crossover artists, of course, you took your music out of the country charts and into the pop charts. One of the first to do that for Mockingbird Hill and others. Pretty impressive.
Good, I'm glad.
So these days, I know you're touring Canada here for 2008. How's the agenda going? You getting a little time off, or are you...
Oh, yes. I don't work that much. I really do at the most 30 concerts a year, I'm sure, yeah.
Right.
So there's a lot of traveling involved because it's 3 days for each day you work, almost. But my husband and I are living in California, and we have a farm in New Hampshire where we process maple syrup.
Oh, good.
And, mostly Canadian maple syrup, I might add.
Hey!
And so we've had that for almost 20 years.
Do you still enjoy hitting the road, Patty?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I really do. enjoy because I can pick the places that I want to go to now. And it's fun seeing friends that we've known for many years and that are still alive, I might add. But I've become friends with a lot of them through the years, personal friends, and I have noticed that we have now grandchildren of those friends that I've made, and it's nice.
I'm sure you've met a lot of people over the years. What are some of the accomplishments that you have made, Patti, that really stand out, you're really proud of?
Well, I think one of my thrills was finally appearing at Carnegie Hall after having known about Carnegie Hall for many, many years. I never even did a benefit or anything there.
And you want to...
Excuse me?
Sorry, no, I was just going to throw in there. That's, of course, you won a Grammy Award for your pop vocal performance for the Live at Carnegie Hall.
And that was, I had no idea that would happen from that. And for us to record the show, it was quite an undertaking at the time that we did it. And it was very rewarding when I did win a Grammy. I had never won one, and I haven't won one since.
You recorded a children's album in 2003?
Yes, and actually, that was I think that was in 2005. And that was really a labor of love. We have 13 grandchildren and one great-grandchild, but at that time, the grandchildren had a big part in picking out a lot of those songs for that album. And I really enjoyed doing it.
How would you find time with that many grandchildren running around?
Well, we didn't have them all together at once, except in the summertime when we'd have what we called a grandparents' retreat at our farm in New Hampshire.
Right.
And we had grandchildren there without parents. That was one of the requisites. Can't work with parents around, can we?
Right. Patti, it sounds like you're keeping yourself very busy. I know you're going to be in town here April 21st at the Connexus Arts Center.
Right.
We are looking forward to that. Tell us a little bit about your performance or your show. What can we expect from Patti Page?
Well, I'm going to be doing, naturally, a lot of the old ones. And we've got a new album coming out in April that I recorded just the latter part of December in Nashville. And it'll be on Curb Records, and I'm very happy with that. And we hope to be doing some of those songs on the show. And I've written a book that should be out this year sometime.
Oh, good. What's the book about?
My part, and now it's all up to them.
What was the book about, Patti?
It's about me and my career, like telling it like it is.
Right. That'll be an interesting read.
I hope so. It's called This Is My Song.
Before I let you go, I want to know, what's the secret for yourself, the longevity in the entertainment business?
I don't have one. I really don't. If I knew, I certainly would be willing to share it. But I don't. I think that actually it was probably as much a surprise to me as things that happened to me as it was to those who are interested. I have enjoyed every bit of the journey, and I'm glad I was there.
It's definitely a love of the industry or a love of the business too that makes it all go.
I think so, and the people that I've had with me and worked with me all through the years have been very special.
Patti, it's been a real thrill for myself to get a chance to talk with you, and
I appreciate your calling. I really do.
Well, we look forward to seeing you April 21st in town here, and you stay nice and warm right now, because when you get up here, could be a bit of a surprise.
No, it'll be nice.
Yeah, it'll
be nice.
It'll be nice by then.
It'll be springtime. Yeah.
I want to play the Tennessee Waltz. Tell us a little bit about that song.
Well, actually, what I know about it is what I've heard from my manager and what happened to me during that time. We had an office in the Brill Building in New York, and my manager was going into the office this one morning the day after Billboard magazine, they had an office in the same building, and they did their reviewing of new records the night before. Let's say this was a Wednesday, and they reviewed them Tuesday night, because Billboard came out, I think, on Wednesday. And anyway, they did it really quick then. They didn't take a month to publish the magazine. But Jerry Wexler was coming out of the building, and he met Jack, and he said, "Oh, my goodness, Jack, you're just the person I want to see. Last night we reviewed a country song in the rhythm and blues field by Erskine Hawkins, and I think if someone like Patti got a hold of it, it could be a smash pop hit." And so we got a copy of the song that day, and I had a record date coming up, and we just added it as a fifth side. It had no arrangement or anything. In those days, it wasn't unheard of. And they've done it that way in Nashville all the time, but in New York and in California, they didn't do it that way. You had to have an arrangement made. But we didn't, and we had the jazz trumpet player Buck Clayton on the record date, and he did the trumpet solo, and it made his family very happy in Kansas to know that their son was on this record. So a lot of nice things happened because of it. But we had no idea what would happen to that song when I recorded it.
It was a great song. Her accomplishments remain unparalleled. Patti, thank you so much.
Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you.